Can I close on my home virtually? If I happen to be closing on the home in the near future, let's say you got a home under contract and you're trying to close on it in the next 20, 30, whatever it might be days, do you have to actually be there for signing? You don't, and I'm going to tell you why. My name is Evan Kaufman, your VLoan originator. So when closing a home, typically folks assume they have to show up at like a title office or an attorney office, sign papers, and be done. That's not the case. There is a way that you can sign from a distance, and there's now even a way that you can sign completely online. We like to call it a virtual closing, meaning that you can sign everything via email effectively or via the internet. So looking at the ways we can close. You can close in person. Let's go in there, sign papers, everything's done. You get the keys to your home typically, or sometimes if they want to hold on to it longer, maybe you get the keys later, but you can do it the old school way. A lot of our clients that are moving around the country, out of state, from out of country, well, I may have to set up sometimes a mail away. That's where maybe someone will come meet you if you're in another state or even another country, and then they're gonna mail the documents back stateside to do stuff. In that whole process, you might have a power of attorney. It can get relatively complicated, but that's a typical way that we've dealt with a lot of folks who are out of state or out of country. Now though, and it's become much more accessible over the last just 1 to 2 years, we can also do oftentimes virtual closings. Now, not all states can necessarily fully accommodate that. Title offices, as a lender and working with some other lenders, some lenders will have issues with it depending on the scenario, but I'm seeing this increase dramatically. For our clients, a lot of active duty military that are moving around, we're doing it for a lot of those transactions. I would say we're getting close to roughly half of the transactions that we're doing have the option and ability to do those, and we're doing them. So how that one works ultimately is the buyers who are maybe out of state or out of country, they'll ultimately get a link the day of signing. They might even get it a couple days before so they can prepare for it. We can have it done that way if everything's done early enough, but they'll have a link on the day that they're supposed to sign their documents. They'll sign everything. They'll sign everything quickly that they don't need a notary for. And if a notary, if you're wondering what that is, it's a person to effectively verify that it's true and done. And for pretty much every loan you ever close, you need a notary to do something. You need to have someone that's double saying, I certify this one's done. So you sign all the documents that you don't need a notary for, and then you'll give a couple forms of identification up front to say, hey, here's me, I have my photo IDs. I think our current system has 2 forms of ID that you have to give to verify. And then a mobile notary is gonna pop up on the screen. Pretty cool feature. So you get them on a screen, they'll make sure it's you, they'll go over the documents that you need to actually have notarized, meaning with them on there to sign off for you, and you're done. You'll do it all electronically. Pretty cool, crazy process. Again, not everywhere, but we're seeing it grow quickly. And my guesstimate would be that over the next 1 to 2 years, the majority of transactions, we might even already be at a majority, but within the next couple of years, a majority of transactions are gonna be able to have the ability to do this. Now, again, some states have some restrictions. Well, sometimes like for certain states, we have to have them sign as many as they can, but there's still something they gotta mail back. But for a lot of areas and the majority of the clients we work with, that coverage is there to be able to do virtual closings. Again, my name's Evan Kaufman. If you're curious more about this, feel free to reach out. Love to help you out. Take care.